Hey, True Believers England team here. Little change of plans. I changed the title here. We were talking, and it turns out that maybe for Throwback Thursdays, a book that was released last week doesn't count. So we figure, you know what? There was a Shield comic that I am constantly saying was a lot of fun. Let's check that out. We're gonna and we'll do the Liefeld Shield on another time. I don't want to drop it completely. I think it might be a good new book read or something like that. Maybe I'll do it over on Old Man Comics. But for now, we're going to do the Legend of Shield from Impact from DC Comics. This is an imprint that actually I taught my kids how to read on. They liked the Jaguar. She was, of course, the female superhero. They love the Fly, and I particularly like the Shield. So we're going to check that out, see if it still holds up. That's one of the things we do with these stories. Is it really that good? Are we remembering it as well as we might have liked it almost 30 years ago now? Wow. That's something. That is something. VENKMAN, you're getting old.
I'm not old.
I know I am.
30 years? What, 30 years ago, I was 6 years old.
We have Eric is taking a personal call right now, and will be joining us and pretty soon. Before that, hello to Tahilium and hello to Maranya and Joe Rogers. How you doing? I'm gonna let a few people jump in here as we'll chat it up just a touch before that. So everybody doesn't miss the beginning. Now, one thing also that I did dig about Impact, and I wish they would do this today, is that it was geared towards kids. I was actually looking at the new books. I went to the shop today, and I noticed there was this Thor and Loki book, and it was geared straight towards kids. I'm like, you know what? They should drop the price $2, even if they got to take a loss on this one. Put it in grocery stores or something. Put it somewhere where kids might find it. It might work for us. I understand it's a different time, but there you go. It might work. You need something like this. And also, I haven't read this in a while. I hope I'm not going to open the pages and go and read "America sucks" and this is why I'm needed, or anything like that, like we do in modern day Marvel. So we will find out. And by the way, I didn't introduce, so I will now. With me here is the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned bringing yourself back into store and stuff. I still see the little Archie digests next to the jumble word search always at the grocery store checkouts. So
why not put out some old books like this? If it cut costs, we know they can do it because we get True Believers for only $1 now, and we know they can do it. So why not? I don't think Impact is going to be expensive to license.
I mean, I've always seen Archie, and I always look past it. If it had been like the Shield character, I probably would have picked that up.
Now I gotta tell you, I haven't read anything with the Shield in a long time. So, and I haven't read this in a long time. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to do this just like we do our well, not just like it'll be kind of like we did last week, where we're going to read through a couple of pages and then we'll have a little dialogue on it. I had a good time with that last week, so I hope you guys do. Let's see. Agreed. Make it a loss leader. Exactly, Zombo. Comics are too expensive, says Joe, and Marvel needs to bring back the Marvel Adventures. Yeah. That was put out in grocery stores as well. Oh, shoot. I just realized my baldness is showing. Let me put my hat on here, of course.
I wasn't going to say anything at all.
I know. I cannot. See, now I'm fooling people. So now you don't know I'm bald anymore. That's the that was the plan.
I literally shower with this hat on.
All right. And before we go, and we're going to start up really quick here, just remember to vote for the Gabby Awards. There, I put the video here on I Love Comics and over on Old Man Comics. So make sure that your voice is heard. Don't let other people pick for you. I have been blasted a couple of times for being negative. One person seems to not like your nominations for people like Donnie Cates, James Tinian. Why don't you just say all comics are bad? I get that, which we did. As a matter of fact, we oftentimes say comics are pretty damn good. It's just not the comics that make the Gabby Awards.
I kind of feel like personally that the Gabby Awards should always be the same writers every year because they're writing the same crap every year.
Well, that's why I joked when I read off Eric Larson for Savage Dragon. Yes, again, it seems every year he makes it. So there you go. All righty, so let's get. Can I vote twice? I did.
I got a duffel bag in the back over here. You know.
Yeah, I did. Part of the reason I did was so that there was an example on book because I pinned them. Look, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not like, hey, you've had it twice, mother. If you do it like 100 times, then yeah, things have to. But yeah, if you want to vote on once on each channel, I don't care. It's all supposed to be fun. So, go on ahead. I'm fine with that, but just not 10 times on each channel. Once on each channel is okay. I don't care.
And honestly, it doesn't matter who wins because they all suck.
And it's all about fun anyway. Yeah,
Spirit Awards is where it's at, though.
It really is. Yes, Spirit Awards, you got to be. And yeah, it's not. If I could come up like some sort of Gabby Award to send to people or something, that would be probably illegal because it would have to if it had Gabby Rivera's face on it. All right, let's.
Well,
let's
not just that. You got to give everyone an award.
Right. No, it goes. We have to pick them. We have to pick them.
There's no winner. Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, everybody is a winner, sir. All righty, let's get this party started, as I usually say here. But definitely make sure you're voting and all that. And
do you want to designate roles, or do you just want to read all yourself?
Oh no, we'll do it like we did last week.
I wasn't here. I don't think I was here for last Thursday.
You aren't? Okay. Basically, I'm just gonna. I'll read through some, and then we'll make some comments on it, and just let me out. It's more like an interview. Like, what'd you think, or what's going on? Blah blah blah, yada yada.
Okay, Rob.
Okay.
No. That's the way we do an Extreme Movie Show. Rob does the take, and then he asks questions.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the way it's
easier.
Yeah, and it has less. There's less chance of us
repeating the same thing.
Repeating and all that. Yeah, basically.
Joe Rogers, you can vote twice, whether you're Republican or Democrat. Everyone does. Actually, your votes don't matter which side you're on. It's been proven.
These days, yeah. All righty, so you can see the cover.
Yep.
This is from Impact. Hey, man, remember when comics were only $1? Wow. I know, right?
I remember when they were $2 in the 90s.
What's the inflation rate? Like, how much is if Frugal was here? All right, so look, this is that kind of cover. You got the guy going. I like the fact that bullets are bouncing off of him here. It shows he's not exactly like Captain America. There's a copter going down in the background. So did he? That's what it looks like to me. But that might be a copter that's flying over. But there's a plume of smoke coming up from behind. So I think that he's jumping from a helicopter that's about to crash.
I've never read the original stuff, but after reading the Rob Liefeld one, I'm not sure how different it is. But in that version, the new one, it's invulnerable and it gives him enhanced strength. It's a super suit. So I don't know if this is the different.
Well, like I said, I haven't read in a long time, so we're going to check this out, see if it's okay. Okay, so we open up. Hold on. We open up. It says Central Colorado, 15th May, 700 hours. Apache unit. This is Chinook. Do you read? Roger, Chinook. Apache 219, ready for full recon sweep. Unit Huey report. Okay, I do have to mention this. I know we just started, so bringing something up is might slow us down a little bit. But in the 90s, every group went paramilitary. I don't know if you remember, but Youngblood, X-Force, and they were all had this recon, Charlie, over, out, it's like, all right.
I don't mind it. It's my first experience with it because they don't do it anymore.
All right, so we see this is called The Glory Makers, and it was written by Grant Mime and Mark Waid, Jeff Albright, T. Zuki. Oh, okay, I see who it is. Okay, so Grant Mime is the writer and penciler, and then all the dialogue is done by Mark Waid. So this is a DC comic, but it was done the Marvel way, where it's like, okay, here's the here's the story. You go draw it. Okay, I'll write in the I'll write in all the other stuff. Jeff Albright, the inker. We have T. Zuko. Zuko is the colorist. There we go. All right. Still no visual, Apache. Stay close and follow our lead. Oh, wow. That was one of those panels I always complain about here. Excuse me, Lieutenant Hall, sir, but aren't we packing a might lot of firepower to take out one guy in leotards? All right, you want to go with this one? We could do it like that.
Right. Leotards, Rossi, son. If you knew the story behind those leotards, but then it looks like you're about to see them in action.
Target sighted. Fire at will. Good Lord, look at him move. And we see him dodging bullets. And then we see the helicopters flying, still flying towards him. He's gone.
I hate that slang, fire at will.
Fire at will. Fire aimlessly. Now, my dad told me, like, when they were a platoon and such, it wasn't like in the movies. In the movies, oh my gosh, the bad guys, they would just fire. My dad said what they would do is they would hammer their stakes into the ground. And if they were expecting, people to come from a certain area, they would hammer stakes into the ground, and each guy would fall between those stakes. And so your vision was here, and then your partner's was next to you. But that way you guys weren't pinging all over the place.
Yeah, crossfiring.
Yeah, you had an area that it was your responsibility to clear. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Americans are just badass. All right, we see the helicopters again shooting their little just shining their lights on empty ground. Terrain's pretty sparse. Where do you run to? Huey, this is Apache. No sign of target. Repeat, no sign of... Dun, dun, dun. Holy scratch that. Pilot, pull up. Pull. Oh, and the shield throws. We could tell it's the shield, by the way. I don't think I'm spoiling anything. I mean, that, ladies and gentlemen, is truly America's ass. All right.
And it made an impact.
Yes. And then we see who we don't know yet is the shield. Gunner, he's point blank, fire. And we see the bullets bouncing off. And I do believe I heard Eric Breen go, are you with us?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
All righty. Hey. All right. So let's see. I've got to move it over a little bit. No good, Lieutenant. He's bulletproof. And then Shield knocks him down. Rossi, you want to take care of leotards? All right, you freeze. Okay, wait a second. So he sees him just kind of brush off those 50 caliber rounds, and then he pulls a pistol on him.
The guy destroyed a helicopter.
This reminds me, hey, Eric, I know you've seen this. I don't know if you ever saw the old George Reeves TV show, VENKMAN, but there was this thing that would always happen. Eric, I know you have to remember this. The bad guys would see Superman and he'd stand there just like this. And you'd see the bullets bounce off.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bad guys would, it's empty.
And they're going to hit him.
And they throw the gun, but Superman dodges. I always thought that was one of the funniest things because he did every time. And then he dodges when the gun is thrown.
Because the gun actually hurts him. Because he's not
I was going to say, I'm guessing that even a prop gun would hurt if it bounced off of him.
All right. So we see Lieutenant Hall there, and he's seeing the shield come up behind him. And he turns around. A boulder? You threw a boulder? Wow. And the shield's like, wow, indeed. Think Rossi will be okay. So we find out this is a bit of a drill. But still, ladies and gentlemen, if you think about it, we have not yet been introduced to the shield. Ask him when he wakes up. tomorrow. I hurt that poor soldier that I was running a test with. All right, so this is the introduction to the Shield, opening gambit. This is like the beginning scene of every James Bond movie. Venkman, so far?
So far, it's been pretty good. I'm actually been looking at the comments that Mike's been leaving. From Black News Universe.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mike?
Yep, actually,
that gun is firing in the wrong direction. I'm too harsh, but I meant, well, let's see. Oh, and hello to Ash, and hello to Dragon, and hello to Mike. Jim Sorensen's in the house as well, and MK. What's going on, guys?
Every time I see this character, I get confused with the whatever it's supposed to be, Soldier Boy, whatever it is. In it's going to be in The Boys season 3 with Jensen Ackles.
Well, this one came first.
I know, but I'm just saying. It's just I say Jensen Ackles could play both roles.
You know, you can tell them apart, Mac. This one's in a book called The Shield, and the other one's in a book called The Boys.
Yes, and there you go.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
And you're out of milk.
Did Mr. Slate fire you? Is that the phone call's about?
Oh, okay, Flintstones reference. All right, hold on, Dragon Ball. I gotta stop right here. Decent old Cap wannabe. Eric, you want to explain things?
The Shield predated Captain America.
Yep, by about one year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 year, but yes, the Shield is the original patriotic superhero.
He doesn't need a shield to throw things. You know, he actually is the weapon.
One of the reasons why, if you look at the very first Captain America issue, the shield that Captain America holds is that little like it's like almost like a triangle, and it looks like a more traditional kind of battle shield.
Mm-hmm.
And it changed. You kind of see a little bit of it in the MCU, the end game when he's got it on his wrist and all that kind of stuff. But they had to change it because that shield looked way too much like the Shield's uniform. So I believe it's Archie Comics, MLJ at the time. MLJ sued Marvel, or at the time Timely Comics, and then they had to change it, and that's why Captain America got his round shield. And now you know the rest of the story. All right, let's move on.
You know why Captain America is the preeminent patriotic superhero?
Because he got a reintroduction into the Marvel Universe in Avengers #4.
No, I was going to say because whoever it was that created the character of Archie wasn't working for Martin Goodman.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Which was the bad fortune of the Shield.
I'm just glad that Captain America got the round shield because that triangle shield was hideous looking.
All righty. Let's see. Get a couple more. Archie needs to make this good. Zach says, I read this a little too fast and thought it said when S.H.I.E.L.D. made an impact for DC, and I was thinking Nick Fury. Hey, maybe a lot of people will think that, and I'll get more views. All right, so he goes to say Arms Control Central. This is Project S.H.I.E.L.D. reporting. Final training exercise is complete. Exoskeleton operated at optimum level. Manexalar suit weave. Wow, you couldn't think of anything easier to say. Provided maximum invulnerability. And if you're reading this radio transmission, then all systems are functional. From where this soldier stands, Project S.H.I.E.L.D. looks to be a complete success. So what we're saying is anybody could be him. That's something different from him and Captain America.
Yep.
Because if it's a suit of armor, yep.
That's when I read this or when I read about him, it just reminded me of the Batman Beyond suit. It just gives you automatic strength and flight. But
then I see Chinook's been relaying this exercise, so you tell me. How'd I do? And everybody's cheering. Woohoo! It works. It really works. You like me. You really, really like me. Old people will get that.
Wait. Strength. It says strength of 5 men.
Yeah, it says strength of 5 men. They're all cheering like he's got the strength of 5 men. It's a little bit over to me on the side because I've got to keep room for that.
I guess he won't be able to find Hercules.
And now you don't know nothing. Smoking. Our boys was smoking. So they're all cheering and happy. Pretty impressive pony show, General. Even you'd have to admit that. And I don't have to do anything, Sergeant Major Kale. The shield armor performed according to our expectations. Tell this crew they've performed satisfactorily. I'll be in my audience.
Kicking Thunderbolt Ross's ass.
I eat J. Jonah Jameson and Thunderbolt Ross.
Give me pictures of the shield.
You can tell by my cigar I'm an angry old man. That's the problem with them today's men. Too many of them look for a pat on the back just because they did their job. They did their job.
Look how skinny he is. Man, he's good smoking.
Security ident Brigadier General M.B. Higgins. Office access is cleared. And he walks into his office, but it's been doing so since before some of them were even born. I've missed something.
Yeah,
still, one soldier does deserve to be congratulated. The one man who spearheaded this operation from its inception, Brigadier General Marion Higgins. Project Shield is my life's work, and it will work my way, no matter what the cost. Okay, so it's official court-martial, Lewis Joseph. Okay, so he's being court-martialed for something. And this is why I guess he's going to be the ultimate villain on this one. I'm thinking. All righty, so we see we see he's going, I remember the original Shield. Okay, I like this. What do you think, Eric? What do you think, Venkman? They're bringing in, if he's saying I remember the original Shield, tell us a little bit about what happened before. I knew him as both as a hero and as a friend. In his bulletproof armor, he was America's greatest champion. Although if you aim for the mouth, just saying.
So is this the son?
I don't know.
Or is because Joe Higgins was the dad.
Yeah, I think it is the son.
Okay.
Because all the Impact characters had the old characters, but new people in the roles.
Okay, I like that. I like this image though; it's really good, and you can see right here with the shield how much it looked like the original Captain America shield. So it goes on to say, in its greatest tragedy, when the shield vanished in 1963, it was amidst a storm of confusion and controversy. The public never knew what became of them. And they're all like, disappeared, disappeared, disappeared. Disney reference. Shield gone. Where is the shield? Evening Star, I swear to gosh, was a parody song about like the Inquirer and all that from Weird Al Yankovic. I wonder if that was done on purpose. And he says they never learned that we found him operating in Nam 3 years later. We recovered his indestructible suit and tried to analyze it. We failed. The costume couldn't be duplicated, but the hero could. I masterminded the resurrection of the shield. To carry out my operation, I was given full command of Colorado's arms. Air reconnaissance and oops, I've got to move this. Sorry about this. Missile strike post where the shield suit was housed. Design a comparable suit from scratch. It wasn't easy. All right, if you want to take the next.
Well, I might when it gets widescreen if you can't read it.
And locating the man to live up to the legend was nearly impossible. Oh, I'd found the perfect candidate. Second Lieutenant Joseph Michael Higgins, my son. He had all the necessary qualifications. In fact, his rank coupled with his spotless record made him overqualified, ineligible. So I had him court-martialed and busted to sergeant. What? What a dick. Seriously. Oh my goodness. That's bad, man. All right, let me see. Let's hold on. I'll finish the origin and then we'll take comments. Seems there were records showing excessive civilian casualties during his overseas combat service. Records I worked hard to manufacture. So not only did he literally framed his kid for a crime. And now 2 decades of effort have paid off. As of today, I control and command the ultimate American strike weapon. Dun, dun, dun. Joseph Michael Higgins. That's my boy that I... Oh, okay. Love it. I like the image there. Not too shabby. What do y'all think?
Not bad.
Well, considering that we're going to be doing another puppet first appearance, soon.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, not too shabby here. I like this. Let's see. We got Steve Rogers might have heard of this guy as a kid. Yeah, he's here and there. Zach saying, hey, I like the triangle shield. Let's see. Mike saying if he had made the name American Shield, it would have been more patriotic hero and gotten more fans. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Wouldn't have mattered.
You don't think so?
Not because I said Archie just put them all away.
Does this guy have a mustache too? Because then we can compare him to the guy, Omni-Man from Invincible.
Let's see. Thunderbolt Ross has a better hat than than this general, and his name is Marion. Yep. John Wayne's. Oh, Zach's pointing that out. John Wayne's real name was Marion.
So was Stallone's in Cobra.
I wanted something more manly. Like what, Alice? Damn, what a jerk move, Dad, says Maranya, and Father of the Year material right here. Let me move this over so I can actually read the comments without. And damn, thought we had the guy from Invisible was a great dad. Alrighty, so Batman's also General Higgins' son would have gone to Harvard to be a lawyer, but the general falsified his qualifications, so he had no choice to join the army. He said so. Let me see.
Yeah, don't go to college. Join the military.
These days, I would pretty much say the same thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I think
they're both.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, right now.
I'd pass both and learn a trade.
Yeah. So we see what was he, a sergeant major, looking towards the general. Look at you, old man. You took your own son, the highest decorated non-com in military history, and shafted him just to fulfill your agenda. Joe may not know about your dirty dealings, Mr. Brigadier General, but I do. I've been your aide throughout Project Shield, old man. I've seen firsthand the depths you'll plumb to get your way. You've got to be stopped. Every man on this base may be under your command, but I'm not about to let Joe Higgins be under your command. You summoned me, sir? Yes, I did, Mannix. I've been concerned about you. You seem to be tired, run down, listless. Do you know what you need? You need some exercise. And he sees, we see that the general is looking at Shield dossier, classified. Anybody expecting him to send the one bad guy after the good guy? He asked the question.
Now we just do it to get a reaction out of you.
Just to hear how I'll try to. Usually the question and then the pause, waiting for the answer. I guess I don't know. So it says Summit City, 15 May, 14:30 hours, and the girl's looking at him. Oh my. I can't do what's his name?
George Takei.
I mean, I could do him. I'm pretty sure he would let me, but I can't do his voice. Yeah. So we hear, excuse me, miss, but is Mary Masterson in? Miss? Yeah, this happens. I'm sorry, miss. Am I making you nervous for some reason? Nervous? No. Just thinking you are her son. Oh, does that mean we'll be? I can't do girl voices either. Does that mean we'll be seeing more of you around here? Hope so. This has just become a much better day. Okay, so there you go, Venkman. It's all yours.
A blind double date? Oh, Susan, that kind of thing is for kids.
Well, you know what they say, lady. You're as young as you feel. That just comes off creepy. This is his mom. Anyway, she's like, Joseph. Oh, son, is it really you? Let's get it on. Know anyone else who loves you this much? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah. Wow, I was joking, gang. Come on. This is for kids. Susan, I'll talk to you every day. I haven't seen in. Okay, hold on. Susan, I talk to every day. I haven't seen in a year.
The first
I missed something because
you had a call. That's all.
There we go. Okay, it's hiding because for some reason I can't I can't make this thing smaller anymore. All right. Even if you do need a haircut, she says, Mother, I'm pulling your leg. How's your father? Still made of stone. I wish I could say he asks about you, but you always tell the truth, don't you? Son, your father cares only about whatever he can see in the mirror. The divorce taught me that. And now he's got you working on some sort of secret project. Do you realize I haven't seen you since your court, since what happened? I know, Ma, but I think about you every day.
Really?
You mean looking at heavy boxes for your mom?
Okay. I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up.
I love you, son. I love you too, Ma.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? All right, so we see the Baxter building. We hear the exercise, although with the window, it could be Dr. Strange's.
Could be thrusting in there. We don't know what's going on.
My apologies. I'm speaking too quickly for you. Allow me to summarize, Manex. Bring me the shield. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty, so we have a little bit of a setup. Let's see, no Bucky parts for me, says Ash. Her eyes are at waist level. We all know what she's staring at. And this is if Back to the Future went the wrong way. All right. Whoops, I skipped a little bit here. So let me get back. All right, got to get back to base. I'm starring in one of Dad's big production numbers next week. Show 1 year in the making. And what a year, he thinks to himself. Despite the court-martial, Dad conscripted me into Project SHIELD. See, Arms had found Manexalar, a nearly invulnerable fabric augmented by an electrical force field. They built a suit and looked for soldiers to fit it. After a year of training, they think I have the right stuff. And after next week's review, well, we'll all know for sure. Dev, my mom sends a message, which is, if you don't come with me next time, you're dead meat. She likes 3 ways.
Wow.
Exact words, paraphrase. I did add that last part on. You listen, the Shield's final exam, it's been moved up to tomorrow morning. And we see him in a Jeep. What? But, okay, I love this kind of thing because you see it in TV shows all the time where they say a sentence, like, and they're getting ready to go somewhere. They jump in a car and they say a sentence, and then the reply is as they're going up to whatever they have arrived at. It makes you think that they didn't say anything for the entire trip. You can handle it. You'll be fine. Although, Joe, we've been friends a long time. Well, if you don't make it through tomorrow for some reason, it says, can Mary be my mom? Okay.
Maybe they shouldn't have said anything on the way.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So we see I guess this is the general, but now he's carrying a cane, so maybe it's not. And we see Hauser. I don't. Okay. Next. What we have here is a failure to communicate. This is not a request. Take care. The shield suit is nearly indestructible and as powerful as yours. But then who would know better? But then who would know that better than you?
Cool and look popped in my head. First,
I know, right? And you remember your promise, Hauser. Promise? Oh, of course. Don't worry your shiny little head, he sees. He says, I'll make sure Jenny gets her good night kisses.
Is mom?
Is Jenny the mom? But mom gets around a lot here, I'm thinking. This is weird.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, Joe, you're absolutely right, by the way. He didn't have to court-martial him. He's in the Army, and his dad was a higher rank. Son, come with me. You're doing this. Done. It was kind of silly. So we get to arms control, and it's the 16th of May, because that's important, at 1100 hours. Gentlemen, welcome to the first tactical demonstration of Project SHIELD. Your faith in arms and in me has been completely justified. In a moment, you're going to witness the most impressive display of military technology ever. And we see a guy responding to the general. Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back, General Higgins. If we judge this operation to be successful, we'll let you know. Well, here it is. Some of the most important top kicks in America are here to see your boy in action. Let's get this show on the road. And we see, I guess, the shield, maybe? Force field's fully charged. You're ready for whatever they throw at you. It is the shield. Project Shield has given you a chance to redeem yourself, Joe. Do something with it. He's thinking to himself. Make yourself proud. Make your country proud. Make your dad proud. And we see a whole bunch of jets flying in the air towards him, as a matter of fact. And they turn away. And S.H.I.E.L.D. is confused by this. Sergeant Higgins to Control Central. The F-16s have veered off. Is something wrong? Affirmative, sir. Our ground radar is showing something new and unauthorized. Its movement is erratic as they look on the little radar shield. But it's coming into focus, and it looks like, Sarge, watch out. It's right behind you. And he turns to see... What was his name again? Manimex?
Manex.
Manex. That's a dumbass name.
Well,
I guess it is.
Cannon and Barnaby Jones were already taken.
They couldn't say X-Man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we see Manex hovering above him, and he's saying, "Don't make me hurt you." And his suit is, after he got hit, is kind of blanking out. You see the ground control. It's Major Tom. And we see him go, the suit. I will take the suit. And it's still blanking out. And he goes, I think not. If you're interested in this rig, and he punches Manex in the chin, and then he punches him again in the face, then let me show you what it's made of, the shield says. And we see that the punches did absolutely nothing. And we see Manex saying, I already know. I created it. And yeah, that punch looks like it's going to pretty much do him in there.
My ribs are cracked and puncture my lungs. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, in the comics in the 90s, you break a rib or so, you're good to go. Roll, Joe. Move.
You just put one of your pouches over it and you go on.
Oh, yeah. So we see Manex beating the tar out of him, and he says, can't outpunch him. Try something else. The suit's electrocharge. It's for defense. And Manex says, gimme. And S.H.I.E.L.D. electrocutes him. And he goes, it's for defense and offense. Swell, he's down, but not out. There's only one way to take him down. And if that hanger holds what I think it does, I'll have one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity. Okay, so he runs towards the hanger. And we see Manex saying, it's S.H.I.E.L.D.'s thinking to himself, if it doesn't, then armor or no armor, he's going to kill me.
Kind of looks like a combination of Darkseid and Nimrod.
A little bit. Or Orca, actually. He looks like
Orca.
Armored, the character Orca, he looks like armored Orca. All righty. Hello, Dominic, what's up? Dude totally skipped leg day, says Blacklist. Yeah,
well,
he is very top-heavy.
You should have been with us last week when we did the Superman Declaration story, talking about someone who skipped leg day.
Yeah, Clark Kent, all chest, no leg. Manex looks like a gray Darkseid, says Batman. Was about to say Darkseid poser. I still. How about you, Eric? Where do you go? Darkseid or Orca?
Which Orca are we talking about?
The one with the it's like the blue.
Okay, the one that Thor fought, or the 1977 movie?
No, the one that Thor fought. Yeah. Hey! You would have eaten Bo Derek too.
Was she in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the back cover of Marvel Comics for 2 months.
Or like ever, I know, right?
And I never did bother to check the little boxes to see who was in the movie.
Yeah, but Bo Derek's out. Bo Derek's in that, and yeah, I would have definitely.
That would have been pre-10.
Yeah. Yes, that is. Dragon Ball saying Hatchet. Victor Crowley got digital Comixology books. Yeah, they've been making Hatchet comics for a while now. He pulled out my heart, just a flesh wound. Yeah, the most ridiculous of any of that I've ever seen was Jubilee. I believe it was in the Phalanx story. Gets a spike, a wooden spike this big, or I think it was wooden, through her shoulder, and she's good to go. And I remember somebody asked Storm, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, it's just a couple of broken ribs. I'm fine." "No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry. A couple of broken ribs." You're like, you know, I'm not saying that you're going to die immediately, but you're going to feel it. Your ribs are constantly moving. Anyway, Orca is an underrated movie, says Joe. I agree. So we see the Shield. Opening a garage, and he says, "Is that?" "Yes, the Apache unit I brought down yesterday. I heard Kale arrange for reparations, send down a complete armament," he said. "Full computer diagnostics." Apparently, there's a lot of birds hanging out in this particular garage as well.
A lot of people get a lot of reparations all the time.
Yeah. Let's see, and plenty of electrical power, and we see the Shield trying to grab some high voltage cables. "You cannot run." I don't know why he has to have some sort of weird European.
You cannot run.
"You cannot run."
Did he have to wait for Tony Stark to recharge his armor first before he could get all the cables?
Maybe. Wasn't planning on it, he says, and he throws the cable into a bunch of water. "Everything's under control." Oh, I missed a little bit.
Hold your fire, man.
"Everything's under control."
Gonna go Orca after the close-up.
"Anyone recognize this man? No? Then take him to the brig. He has a lot to answer for." "Sergeant Higgins, General Regal. I'm General Higgins' superior, and I have something to say to you. Sir, if it's about the exercise, I realized it's been fouled, but so if this project required a soldier who could conduct exercises, we draft Jack LaLanne." That's timely. "Me, I put my trust in a man who can handle the unexpected. This test wasn't ours, Higgins, but you passed it just the same. So congratulations, Shield. Looks like your friend there was some tough customer." "Yes, sir. Fortunately, he's down for the count." And we see Mannix yelling, "Yarg! Yarg! Howza!" And he starts running out. "I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm sorry. Run, Mannix, run." And he does. Hey, I was right. So he keeps running, and he says, "But Hauser promised me you'll be okay, Jenny. He promised."
You skipped a part.
Now I have to get back to Avengers 149.
Shield yells, "Cease fire and let me through. I'll follow him." And we hear 10 Hoot. "Where do you think you're going, Sergeant?"
To kill the bird.
Yeah, I know. "In pursuit of a hostile presence you failed to subdue, one you failed to prevent from destroying Army property, and now you want to run off without supervision? You may control this armor, Higgins, but I control you. Is that clear?" "Yes." "Good," he says, blowing smoke in his face. "This exercise is over. At ease. Twiddles, I am going to kill you." Not really. I went and killed a bird. It's never enough, is it? No matter what I do, it's never enough. I can't shut that bird up. He just keeps yapping and yapping. It's never enough. And then we see the drills Kale say, "Not for him. You ought to know that by now, Joe, but for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Now, come on, we've got some debriefing to do." Epilogue. "Good idea, Joe. Well, we'll shield the radiator pieces as well. What else?" And we see a group of people. Oh, wait, this is the web, isn't it? Okay. Well, if you know Impact Comics, you know one of the series is the web. I have a feeling this is them. I'd swear he said something. I'd swear he said something about creating. God dang it! About creating this suit, Kale, but he didn't seem smart enough to make a change for $1. What's his story? Beats me. Did he do you some damage? Nope. This rig held up better than the prototype I wore during yesterday's exercise. Remember, one of the Apache bullets nicked a sliver off the red part. That won't be a problem with this permanent rig, Joe. It's tougher than diamond and harder than your dad's. Oh, okay. I think he's going to do a penis joke right here. Nice find, Rad. You know what this means? I sure do. With this final piece of evidence, where the web is back in action. Dun, dun, dun. And there you go. From a long, long time ago, Impact Comics, The Shield. So what do you think there, Eric? Hold up. Still fun?
I was looking forward to issue 2 to see if the web's wife still nags him all the time.
All right, excuse me, guys, while I go kill this bird. We'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Read some comments. Give me just a moment.
So,
when does it ever happen that you yell and scream and then I let you out?
the fact that he still has a bird shows that Gale runs everything.
Alrighty then.
Did you throw him outside?
No, I just put the blanket over him.
It's cruel to keep a bird inside.
Yep. Is it though?
He's an outside bird.
All right. So what did you guys think? This is your first time reading this, or you know, what did you think, Venkman?
What year is this?
This
92.
What was it? 1992. Yeah, 1992.
Pretty good. Solid art, solid story.
Fun.
I was kind of getting like kind of same vibes when I read the Mike Barron's Flash, more or less.
Yeah. Well,
you're getting a story. You're not just getting like a filler. You're actually getting like an actual solid story with with action and drama, suspense.
Well, the Impact comics were also aimed towards a younger audience, but and you got to appreciate it because they didn't, I don't think, talk down to anybody. And I think that was one thing that made it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was aiming at a younger audience as much as aiming for an audience that wanted an alternative to how grim and gritty and over-the-top comics were getting in the early 90s.
Yeah, since Dark Knight and the Watchmen, some of them did go over
just in general. I mean, Marvel was already in the business of running. Everything was Punisher, Ghost Rider. Who's the third one? And Wolverine. And I said, I think it's something like it kind of reminded me of what. Holy shit, this guy's in again. Marvel kind of learned that with the M2 later in the decade with Spider Girl and all the children of the heroes in that alternate universe, where it kind of like you read that and you kind of feel like you're back in the 60s and 70s again.
Yeah, that seems like how it was designed. But to me, when you can look at things two ways when people say, "Oh, I wish they would make comics like they did in the 90s." Are you talking about the grim, gritty kind of thing? Or are you talking about it seemed like, even though, they did have more continuity than they do now, it really seemed like fun was the they just, if you can make an entertaining story, if you can make it a bit of a page turner, a lot of people weren't worried about a lot of the little details and such. Say it's a good thing, say it's a bad thing. There are great stories in the 90s, and they're good stories. I think this was a good one. I don't think it was a great one.
I don't think anything at Impact was great. It was just, like I said, it was solid. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they didn't have the same level of talent. I don't believe that even like Red Circle, when they were a division of Archie, and like a decade before, when Rich Buckler it basically restarted that company. But it lasted about a year and a half. So I mean, they gave it a fair shot.
Ash is telling me how to kill Twiddles. Zombo is saying, not for Twiddles. You ought to know that by now, England teen, but for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Part of me kind of wants to let him out, but because I know he'd probably just sit on my shoulder for a little bit before trying to fly around. He always looks to me to take him out. and give him a walk around the house or something like that. So it's a little weird. Yeah, overall, I think this was an entertaining story. I think it was an enjoyable story. I don't think it was a great one. I think there was a lot of problems. The military jargon just didn't sit right with me. And there were a few scenes where it would like try to establish a shot, but you don't know whose perspective it's in. But that's just a bit of a story problem there, in my opinion. So overall, do I still recommend Impact Comics? Would I still recommend the Shield from? I think I would, because obviously, I mean, these are $1.99 on Comixology right now. That's where I got this. It was $1.99 on Comixology. I get the. It's also free. Well, not free, but it's part of the. That thing where you pay like $9.99 a month and you can borrow a whole bunch.
It's called unlimited.
Unlimited, yeah. That's how I got it, because I've got the unlimited thing just in case a book falls under this. So it's yeah, but it's available there. Give it a try. If you're part of Unlimited, give it a try. I mean, you know, it's there for you. So I think it was entertaining. I think it was fun. Let's see. Did I leave I'm not going to hang around for an hour or two on this one, because I do like to get these things done for the aftermarket. Love the Impact series, especially Black Hood, says Fly Attractor. I was a big fan of the Fly Attractor. That was my favorite of them, but I liked all of them at some level. If Twiddles wants a friend, my cat Kaiser likes to listen to him. Good to know. I'll send him over.
I mean, just open up the closet door, let him fly out into the big room, and close it.
Hold on. Let me highlight this particular comic there. What do we got going?
It's the Black Hood.
I heard Black Hood.
Black Hood, Man of Mystery, part of the old Mighty Comics. Right now, we were going to do a Rob Liefeld version of the Shield that came out 2 weeks ago. I still want to do a reading of it, but not for Throwback Thursday. How you doing, man?
Hello. How are you doing? And wasn't Black Hood taken over by, dare I say it, Charlton Comics?
No. He's just been passed down from whoever owns the Archie heroes at any given time. This title was Adventures of the Fly, then the Fly Man, then it became Mighty
Fly Man and Fly Girl.
Who went on to be in Living Color.
And then Flyboy.
Yeah.
A Fly Man.
So
they had this like poor man's version of the Justice League, from what I remember.
Well, yeah, the thing with that is they wanted so desperately to be Marvel, and so did Tower, and they all did just really. They didn't have Stan's gift for gab.
No,
and like this team, they all belonged to a team called the Mighty Crusaders, and they all bickered amongst each other. And like I said, the Web was a henpecked superhero, and there was an ad page for an upcoming Web comic where a supervillain's fighting the Web in the Web's kitchen, and his wife is nagging the villain to take it outside, and he goes, "Okay, Mrs. So-and-so, for you, I will."
That sounds good. There's one thing I remember about Black Mask. They had a great premise for him. Early on, his secret identity was framed for being a bent cop, and the guy who framed him was a shapeshifter who he was looking for, but he couldn't find him because he was already in prison.
So it says the fourth series was by Dark Circle Comics, basically Archie Comics imprints. So he went back to Archie after the DC thing.
Right.
Howard Shakin did illustrated for issue 6. It was a limited series.
I gotta say, I don't know if there would be worse hands for the Shield than Howard Shakin. It would kind of be like if you gave a patriotic hero to somebody like Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah,
I just don't think that would be a good idea.
I didn't even realize that. So I guess DC let the characters or let Archie buy him back.
So it says, series is a much darker and serious take on the character and has a modern violent spin as it examines Coptic criminals in the city of Philadelphia. It's written by Dwayne
Swarzynski.
Yeah, issues 1 through 5, and 7, and drawn by Michael Gatos. Then Howard Shake.
You know who Michael Gatos is, don't you?
No.
So
he's the guy that did Spider Woman with Bendis. That real dark, moody art that it kind of like Alex Maleev, but in that vein.
Can you imagine if they give the shield to a?
Okay, I got something. Or... I got something for you guys. The title of this video is called "When the Shield Made an Impact for DC Comics." All right. This video has been demonetized.
What?
Why?
I don't know. I just saw it. I just saw it. It's it technically it's not demonetized. It got a gold star. So what that means is it's limited monetization. But that they set for things that are violent or there's harsh language or
you're being patriotic.
Apparently so.
Mm-hmm.
But this video is limited now.
It could have been because of the bird.
No, the bird's on other things. What?
Well, you don't have
honest heck.
Yeah, you don't have any downvotes. That's usually it's a quick sign if you see someone.
That is amazing. So is it the word shield?
Impact.
Here we go. Maybe if I title it New Adventures of the First.
Maybe they're confusing with the TV series, which was violent.
If you ever want, titles are
good point.
Titles these days are so freaking boring anymore because you got to worry about this stuff. What doesn't have to worry about it? There's a woman that body paints her boobs so you can see her titties while she's cooking. That's not a problem. Playing dick or dildo is not a problem. That can go to kids. That could go to whatever on YouTube. But me saying puts an imp. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you. I just realized what it is. I just freaking. Do you guys?
It's your background.
Do you guys see it? Let me. Yeah. Here, I'll show you. This is. I am betting that this.
Yeah, the bullets are there. See it?
Yeah.
This is why I've got a limited.
Oh Christ!
I will bet
we're living.
That is why.
Our not just the United States, but everywhere in the Western world, our culture is getting weaker and weaker.
Come on, man.
Would you say that picture is triggering?
Let's see. Englantine, I had to turn down the volume of my phone for a while. If you read my previous comment, that were you saying I'm sorry for that?
He wants you to do
the Tom Taylor's run. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, but there you go.
That was a bad pun. I know you had to take a shot at it though.
But my goodness, it's.
I like your follow-up pun.
Yeah, but at least it doesn't make you recoil in horror.
I mean, this was not going to go out without a bang anyway, you know.
Yeah. Mind us making these puzzle shows, we just got a lot of brass.
And probably a pocket full of shells.
I cannot believe what's going on anymore. I
believe it.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I cannot.
We're turning into Europe.
I'm sorry, but
no offense.
Maybe you should have used real guns with a BLM banner.
But VENKMAN, what you gonna do?
I cannot believe that this is the world we live in. It's being run by the dumbasses of the world these days. It's amazing to me.
It seems more and more like the way they're reformatting society is to deliberately provoke helpless infuriation in people.
Yeah. Now I've got to
frustration. I mean,
You know what? I will bet you money that also this was done by somebody. Somebody watched it. Somebody saw it and then flagged it.
Yeah, some people just flag things.
Yeah, because they can't handle the flag behind you.
Probably
It's
that
not
too.
just that.
That
Some
might
people-
actually be something as well.
Some people flag a video just for the same reason that in an MMO they'll sniper shoot at another player for just for shits and giggles. There are people like that.
It is funny that I get flagged for that, but I'm always wearing the NRA hat.
Yeah. All righty, gang. But there you go. I hope y'all enjoyed it. What'd you think in the comment section? I want to know what you guys thought.
Well, like I said in the art section, I think the artwork is very 70s, which is refreshing.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not a bad thing.
But have you noticed? I've said this before when I've been on here. The artwork from the comics that were actually drawn, penciled, and inked, and then coloured, compared to modern comics, even when they've got good artwork, the old artwork is better because the new artwork is almost entirely computer enhanced, and there's something lacking from it.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know.
The diva is saying you probably got demonetized for a lack of ash.
Are we calling him the diva now?
I don't know, but we saw your ash when you stood up and walked away.
When the blank and blank for a blank, I swore you swore in the first 2 minutes. Did I?
No.
I don't remember swearing on this one. Yeah.
I was me for the first 2 minutes, but I doubt you did.
Yeah, I mean, girls can. It's something. It is something that talking about comics, talking about comic books gets you demonetized.
You've sworn on other videos and you haven't been demonetized.
Oh no, my channel's been stagnant as hell. It's been at 18. Okay. Here we go again with my shadow ban rant, and I apologize for those who've sat through it 100 times. But here's the thing: if I lost a whole shit ton of viewers or subs, I would go, okay, there's something that I'm doing. If I gained maybe 10 subs a month, which would be really crappy, especially for an 18,000 sub channel. I do know, guys, by the way, what it takes to build a channel. I've done it. If I was even just making 10, 15, 20 subs, I would realize, okay, there's something I need to, there's something I'm doing wrong. There's something I need to change. There have been times this channel has been on the rise and then it plateaus. They change something in the algorithm and my views drop a little. And then I had to figure it out and they started to rise again. And it kind of did that about 3, maybe 4 times in the life of this channel until Vox guy, Carlos Mancia, whatever his name is, until he came on and they did that final thing. Around that time, something happened and my channel didn't die. It just stopped. And I'm very happy for the family that I've got. And that's what I call them because
Carlos
I know,
Maza.
I know Maron is going to be there. I know Eric's, I know Venkman's going to be there. MK, Ash. We're a family. Yeah, I'm not saying this is the only channel, right? Yeah, I just that's the way I think of it because I know and thank God for you that you're going to be there. But there's been barely a gain. I don't lose anything. It is it'll tell me on Monday I gained 20, Tuesday I lost 20, Monday I gained 20, Tuesday I lost 20. And it's been right where it is for 2 years, no movement. With that, I know that there's something going on. It's a lot different. I'm trying things. I'm going to be trying something here soon that hopefully will change. Hopefully something will kick in. But unfortunately, I don't know. I've gone through. I've sent letters. I've sent emails. What could possibly cause this? Why are If I am shadow banned, how do I fix it? If somebody found something offensive, what was it offensive? So I will be trying something soon. Hopefully something happens. If it, we'll see. We'll see what goes on.
It might have been all the comments about the Shield and his mother.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Actually, maybe you're right.
It's a good job you didn't read my comment. You know, a debriefing. Wow, chica, wow.
Oh, and this is something I've seen a lot. MK saying YouTube unsubbed me from your Old Man Comics and Disney channels for some reason a month ago. Weird, and had to resub. And Nerdy Tech's an accountant has started watching again. We met in Twitter, and he says, "Oh, I didn't know you were still making videos." There you go.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I never get notifications.
Yeah, oh, by the way, this is how crazy this kind of thing is to me, because I know for a fact that I'm subbed to some channels that I haven't watched in 3 or 4 or 5 years, and I still get notifications, and I still get, I'm still subbed to them. I didn't get unsubbed. So something's going on.
It's weird because I still haven't got unsubbed yet. You know?
Mm-hmm. I think though it doesn't work if like for those who are, or it doesn't happen for those who are always like if you watch every video that's put down, or if you click on it or whatever, if you come onto the live streams and so forth, I think you will get subbed and or you will stay subbed and everything. So there you go. Anyway, that's my rant again.
I think one of the things you need on this channel is more Dalton Strange.
I'm pretty sure, yes, more Dalton,
in his
more
blue costume.
I have had so many people tell me that I need my daughters to come on so many times, some more, so they could talk manga and anime. And trust me, I'm hands and knees begging these girls. Come on, people love you.
I know. We need the Daughters of Angleton.
Yeah.
The Daughters of Angleton, yes.
I've got a silly question for you.
What's up?
If you convince Dalton to go to a Comic Con, right? Doing cosplay, right? And he said, "Don't worry about it. I'll get you your costume." And the costume you've got is the Doctor Strange one, but the blue one with the mask.
Yeah, he would never do that. By the way, did you get your Skybound thing there, Venkman, today or yesterday?
Yesterday, I got the both rig covers. I got the black and white one, the 125 incentive color.
Yeah,
and then I got the normal one. And I gotta say, I don't really know how to feel about that first story with Rick.
I haven't read it, just got them. This is the.
I hope you enjoy it.
This is the girl from the video games.
Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't care for that.
I haven't read it yet. Finally read Stray Dogs. Wow, what a great freaking story! What a great story, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, but have you read the new Warriors?
It's not out.
Oh yeah, it got cancelled, didn't it?
Yeah, if they put it out, then hell, you would have seen a video already.
Yeah. Wait, do you guys know, is the first issue of Firepower worth anything?
Like monetized?
Yeah.
Monetarily? Yeah.
There's a. Do you have the prelude? Because that's actually the very first part.
Well, I was cleaning up bins, and the first issue was out of place. So which has to be the only reason why it was still there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. I know it's got some monetary value because I saw the speculators going nuts over it.
I guess if you see it, if you eBay for more than $5, then you know it's worth something. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see if this video gets 50 likes. Venkman must take off his hat. Hey, that would be nice.
I can't. Please,
by all means,
I was born with this hat.
He's not wearing a hat.
One thing that may actually help save the video is if you guys interact with them. Please watch, if not play the videos in the background. Don't forget to click like. I say that at the end of all of them, but hitting like and just putting a comment in, putting any kind of comment in on a new video will help.
And sharing it to Twitter and to other stuff.
Yeah, just leave your thoughts, comments, concerns, your rants. If you have your own rants you want to leave the comments, go ahead.
And if you're
3 paragraph rants only, though.
And if you're a good-looking female, leave your phone number.
Nope. No, do
I'm
not
joking.
leave do not leave a phone number on the comment section of the Married Man. Anybody get the Frank Cho book?
No, I did not.
This it's Frank Cho and Sabine Rich called Fight Girls.
Yeah, any kind of commentary you got within reason.
Very toned down for him.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I actually went up and I asked them, "Do you have a Frank Cho style cover of, like maybe it's a 1 in 100 or something like that cover?" And no, they didn't have it. Oh, and just for shits and giggles, the He-Man. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
As far as I heard for that book, the only thing that people complain about is they race swapped somebody in there. But no, the story's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and from what I heard from the people who actually read the Invincible comics, the swapping over the Amber character is basically shit show.
Nah, I didn't know. Go ahead.
Apparently, she's kind of likable in the comics, but the Black Amber in the cartoon.
Oh, and Rygar.
Absolutely.
Rygar, yes, you can even leave a comment in Klingon, just so long as the comments are left.
The Black Amber in the cartoon series, she's totally up herself. She's not supportive at all. And then when he reveals himself as Invincible, she goes, "Yeah, I knew you were a superhero for weeks now." No, you didn't, you liar.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this a little bit here, so it's not too long, and maybe it'll get more of an after thing. I've also noticed, by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Have you noticed the live streams are only getting? They used to get 100 to 200, sometimes 300 views, and now they're only getting 77 or 80. This something's going on.
It's this channel. Try it on the other channel.
I'm thinking I'm getting, if I'm getting the same views. The only problem is at this point in time, this is the monetized channel. So I don't know. But then again, I do need to get that one monetized. So yeah, maybe. You know what, I'm thinking about it.
You just need hours on the other one. That's all you need. You have the subs.
Yeah, I got the subs. I need to get it to 4,000. This is not, when I say this is a goal, it doesn't mean it's an end goal. It's just it's one more hurdle. And after that, I'm really thinking of there's got to be a rebranding of sorts, because I love you guys once again. I do appreciate everyone, but got to bring in the audience. So I've been watching on how to do this. Even though I'm always trying to learn YouTube, and I've been thinking of different things to do, and I think I've got a niche. So we'll find out. Make many pointless vids where all you do is complain works for others.
Drama channels are easy quicks. It builds up, but the thing is that you got to keep complaining, and after a while, I mean,
okay. Here's what I thought about. I did think about this, by the way. Eric, I know we've had this conversation. Eric wants to be a part of the positivity, so I know there's a lot of people in the chat who watch this channel because it's the positive one. So I was thinking videos in the morning time for the I don't want drama. I don't give a what Ethan is doing over there. I don't want that stuff. But when it comes to the news and all that kind of stuff, like Comics Division is talking about, maybe do that kind of thing in the morning, and then at night do our live streams where we are actually showing that we do in fact love comics. So I was thinking about that kind of thing.
I mean, just do they do when I Love Puppets. You have one person who likes things, the other person hates things.
Yeah, and that's one of
did stuff like that though, didn't you?
And now they fight.
Yeah, Computerbot's right. He says that's one of the reasons why England team left the comics game, because all they did was complain about the same stuff over and over, and no positive review. Hey, Frag, what's up, man? No positive reviews of good books out there, and that's why Eric won't stream with me. I'm not positive enough, says Ash. He tries to make it all about him. I've got a question for you, Ash. Oh, and by the way, FRAGMINION says, "Here's $5. Buy a hot tub for the bird."
That must be a small hot tub.
I know for a guy like my size.
You could get a pot, a stovetop pot.
Yeah,
that would be a hot
Yeah,
tub.
Hey,
for
that would
us.
be a hot tub for the bird. Yes.
That's not a hot tub. That's a pressure cooker.
Oh, by the way, Gailey, we did get a request for more Gail, Elizabeth, and hold on, I didn't get the name. It was to be on the channel. Yep. Yeah, I know they meant Ashley, but it was Computer Bots, and I didn't get the name. We need more Ash, Maranya, Robert Roberts. We need this. That's what I call the family, man. Right here.
Maranya's cool.
Computer Bots is just listing them right there.
If I hear one more thing about
Emily.
family.
Computer Bots, my other daughter's name is Ashley, but thank you very much. I agree. Although Ashley would get my channel shut down based on language alone. She goes into a bar, sailors run out. Say again?
It's the story of a man called Eglantine.
Yeah, the daughters of Eglantine, right.
Sounds like a horror film.
I know, right?
No, the horror film is seeing all these Fast and Furious memes everywhere. You can't get away from them.
These what memes?
The Fast and Furious memes, the family memes. Everyone's just putting Fast and Furious into everything.
Oh.
That's right. We need family. You don't need this if you've got family.
Yeah, family solves everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, no matter who I freaking go to look on Twitter or something, it's just like there's a meme there.
I've seen it.
There's one more thing to consider. Once upon a time you didn't have me and VENKMAN on, and you hadn't done a face reveal yet, so fire us, go hide behind your avatar, see what happens.
By the way, I never thought about you guys, but I did think about the fact that part of this could be that I started showing my face more. Yeah.
I think your channel went downhill when you got the bird.
When I got the bird,
honestly, most people just tuned out because the bird's treating them.
I'll watch the videos because, in all honesty, but the thing is, I started checking out the videos, and I went to around the time where it dropped off, and it looks, I swear, it looks like they got views. It just didn't happen like it used to happen, like it would before. With 18,000, here's how it would usually work. I would post a video at 6. I'd post a video at 3, or it would be like 6, 3, and 6, or something like that, or 9, 3, and 9 every 6 hours, or something like that. And when I did, like in the first hour or so, I would get 500 views usually. And then it would just build up from there. A lot of times it went over 1,000. A lot of times it would go even higher. And then after the Mazda stuff happened, it just wouldn't happen. I might get 100 views in an hour. I might get, I might actually make it to 3, but it would be like 500 was the top. That's as high as it would go. And then it was 400, and then it was 300, and now I'm actually, I look at I actually did this today. I looked at the Gabby video and went, oh wow, 140 people watched it. That was what I thought. Oh wow, 140. That's freaking pathetic. It's definitely pathetic for an 18,000 sub, but I actually was like, oh okay, cool, 140 people. And it is. That's pathetic for an 18,000 subbed video. Not only because, of course, that's far less than percentage. It's less than a percentage of 1% of my audience is clicking on according to the subs, but it's not being shared to anybody. There's no growth to this, and that's,
I always share whenever I click on one of your videos.
I appreciate it. There is absolutely there's no sharing, there's no growth to the channel, and that's what's different. So I have to figure out whatever is going on, and I have no idea because YouTube will never tell you. is they I have to figure out a way around it. So we'll see. We'll see.
YouTube's killing itself anyway.
Well, you know, you're on it. You just advertise. You go live at the same time every single freaking time. You don't, and then people get used to that time.
You mean like usually 9 o'clock on Thursday?
Yeah. So they know you're going every Friday, every Thursday. You're going. They know when you're gonna go. So.
Let's see. ComputerBot saying I was actually following and watching Ink Tingle and there with them from almost the very beginning in the background, and still happy to be part of the English. Thank you very much, ComputerBot. Certainly appreciate it.
The other thing is use your community tab to communicate.
That's part of it. Yes, I'm going to have to be more Johnny on the spot, and I'm going to try very hard to do. It's got a video a day at the same time every day. That's one thing they recommend, but it's also got to be the same kind of video. So it can't be like I used to do where it would be like, today we're going to do a top 10. Tomorrow we're going to do really that good. The next day we're going to do comic book origins. It can't be that. It's got to be, this is what you're getting.
You know,
What's the matter?
The bird, high pitch.
Yeah, he just flew over. Hey, Gail, can you open the door so we can fly around?
Gail, can you take your bird for a walk?
He's over here, and the mic's over here, and
you know, I miss turning on this channel and not seeing me.
I mean, if I go back to 2018 and and it was just England by himself in the hurricane,
What is your problem? Why did you fly over here, you dumbass? Go. Oh, okay, I see. Gail did stand up. Now he thinks you're going out. Let's see. RDV has very sensitive ears.
Nah, I just have a bird right in my ear. You guys have a phone.
You do have sensitive ears. You heard my wife say that?
What?
I heard your wife say that.
You heard my wife say that VENKMAN has sensitive ears?
No. FRAGMINION just wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
I heard your wife say that.
Okay, she said that the bird won't go out by himself.
You will. You can kick him.
Humans are emotional creatures, not reasonable ones. They make media consumption decisions on emotions. That's another thing. One thing I've been I am really bad about this is thumbnails and titles. I am not very good at it. I have come to so whenever I do a review, whenever I do something, now I've got to find out what's the mystery of the book. Like, what can I use to drag people in and what is a good thumbnail? Like, what is it that catches people's eye?
We know it's not working. Old and wrinkly.
None of this.
But thank you, Robert.
Yeah, you need more females on the show.
I'm attracted to this channel because I'm almost as old and wrinkly as Eglantine and Breen, so I feel nostalgia.
Our Eglantine makes me feel. Eglantine reminds me of what it was like to be that age.
I'm trying to boost the algorithms by staying off camera.
Yeah,
well,
Jack.
That's why I get demonetized the cigarette smoking.
Now, my brother was a part of this. Unfortunately, we weren't working out because. I remember we were doing the he's a negative person. And at a certain point in time, he was insulting you guys a lot on air. I'm like, Jack,
a ray of sunshine, he isn't.
Yeah, and then it would be on Twitter, and I would be getting DMs. Your brother's freaking nuts. He called me, blah blah blah. Like, dude, these are our viewers. You can't, I mean. I'm not saying agree. I never told him he couldn't disagree, but you argue the point, not the person. And he's saying, I don't care if they're stupid. I'm going to call them. I was like, oh. And then when we did a top 10 of the year, and I said it was supposed to be, woo. And he was like, and the winner is, oh, wow, whoever voted for this person was a dumbass. I'm like, oh, God, that's the viewers. The viewers, okay.
Sounds like a nice guy.
Really?
I'm being sarcastic.
Right.
I hope he sounds better than he looks.
My brother?
Yeah.
I don't know what that really means, to tell you the truth.
Nor do I.
Yeah. All righty. So,
well, he sounds like a jackass, so I hope he doesn't look like one too.
You need to use clickbait. One thing that I saw, I actually saw, was a thumbnail that talked about how horrible a book was, but the review was, oh, gee, that was actually pretty good, guys. I can't do that.
No.
I
No, you
can try
can't.
to come up. I can.
Jack is full of leftist arrogance, but what he wasn't, and this is why he got along with us as much as he did, was he wasn't an SJW on top of it.
Right.
But then I think got to the point to where he could no longer suffer us fools gladly, because he did think he was smarter than all of us.
Yeah. Well,
Have a go, Fragminion. Take care and be safe, man.
Hey, Frag.
Yeah,
Right,
you don't have to be a Democrat to be that way.
Well, he did a video one time, and I mentioned Trump, and I didn't know what Jack's politics were, and he unloaded on me in a comment and called him a Cheeto orangutan or something like that. And then I told him, I said, I go, wow, Jack, you sound like you're auditioning for a job at Marvel Comics. And that was long before I ever met E or personally.
And he probably could get a job because they don't hire writers.
No, Jack's a very smart man, and he's like I said, he's
he couldn't get a job.
Guy. He just, I said he's just, one of my best friends is a lifelong Democrat, and he's arrogant as you know what.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just baked into the cake.
Yeah, or they become that way. But if Jack's intelligent, he'll never get a job at Marvel Comics.
That is true, but he had all the right anti-Trump rants to qualify.
Yeah, but like has been said, he wasn't an SJW.
True, that would have worked against him.
So we're getting some more. Ash just says, just show all the books all the time.
Which one? Oh,
Any
shit
book-
on
any-
all the books,
any-
yeah.
Every book you're reading or doing stuff. you know.
Either shill them all or shit on them all. There's no room for in between in this.
Announce it like 2 times a week if you wanted to. It's like Monday nights. This is what we're doing Thursday and Friday, and Wednesday. Hey, what's going on tomorrow?
I saw
You're not here Wednesday, but you know what I mean. You can still share it out though.
I saw a quoting video the other day, and apparently, Supergirl had a zit.
That was 5 years ago, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mariko Tamaki's being super.
That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time. I did a review of that book. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah,
the thing is,
not that bad.
Thing is, it wouldn't happen. Zits are caused by infection.
But yeah, that whoever sent him, and that's part of the problem. And I pointed this out. I pointed this out the other day. And by the way, for those of you who are really sensitive, stop with the freaking DM. Stop with the comics. Yes, Perch better than Englentine. Okay, fine. Comic Perch is doing a lot of the topics that I've already done. Okay, a lot. And by that, I'm not attacking Comic Perch. It's just this is the new thing. Everything is happening again, or it never changed. But I've been doing this now for 6 freaking years. I've been doing the fighting the SJW thing since the freaking beginning. I've talked about these topics that Perch is going after already. He's great. I love his channel. I like him. But I mentioned this the other day that, it's like the new guys, they're picking it up now, people like Perch, but it's the same fight. So they end up doing videos about the same thing I already did a video. Now, the problem with me doing that, because I've actually thought maybe this is a direction I need to go in where, pick up the sword again, so to speak. Do I have the passion to make a video about the same thing I've already made a video on? I guess you could say I've done it before. I mean, how many times did you see an article come up and it's basically saying the same thing as that article over there, but I attacked it. So yeah, I guess I could do that. Maybe I should. Like I said, I'll do some in the morning. We actually talk about the we don't like in the morning, and then at night we do our readings and we do the books that we love and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Wake up angry,
oh my
go
gosh,
to bed happy.
You know what I do? If you ever see anything Perch tweets out that's something you did, drop your video in his thread.
Say again?
Whenever you see Perch brings up to like that's 5 years old, drop your old video.
No, I'm not gonna do that, man. Because look, when I say this, I'm not saying it as an insult, and that's one. If I dropped it into his thread, it would start looking like I'm doing the challenge or the insult. I think
it's not an insult. It's just saying that he's recycling. They're all recycling.
But look, I get it because, but problem is. That I've and look, this is the thoughts I have. This is not the first time I've had these thoughts or anything. A lot of times I'm running through my head all day long. Gail, God bless her. I actually, I do, honey. I bring up questions about the channel to her, and she'll go, "This is her answer." Oh, hun, do you think I should do something? I don't know.
At least she's not. You have a channel?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Do you need to breathe oxygen? I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Well, my big thing is not, as people keep bringing up stuff, is just that the fact that it's old and people are getting triggered over something that's old and doesn't matter anymore because that happened back then. All new crap coming out, so focus on that.
Do you think your 30 to 45 minute goodbyes hurt your algorithms ever?
Maybe. I'm going to be changing that, by the way.
Well, 50-minute goodbyes.
No, seriously.
Starting with the next one.
No, actually, no. I will be. That's part of a change that you're going to see coming because I watched a video and I loved it's just I got the idea from them, but I loved it. I think it's a brilliant way because I realized I was watching this person's videos one right after the other, and what they did was. Oh, and if it would be like, okay, so that's the origin of the Shield, ladies and gentlemen. But the Shield was the first patriotic superhero. To learn about the second one, you need to click on this video right here. I was like, oh, really? Click. Okay, and after you know about Captain America, now there was a big argument going between the creators of Captain America that had them quit to create this hero. Check out Fighting American. Click. Those weren't the topics, but I'm using those as examples.
I see
instead of me doing this whole thing, you guys know to click or not.
Yeah, that's how
just to try to lead, because if I can get people to link up those videos, then I'll get more watch time and I'll get more in, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, a lot of channels.
Okay, can I ask? Is it me or are we having a freaking channel? This is the stuff we usually turn off and talk about backstage, but now, I'm very happy, guys. Please, by all means, leave your comments. I'm loving the suggestions. I'm loving hearing this. It's kind of like a channel team meeting, but everybody who watches is involved. And why not? That makes a perfect sense to get people who watch the channel involved because you watch a channel. Like how far? Say I go back to the SJW stuff. How far is too far? Or, would you not like this channel anymore if I abandon the positivity? Would you support the going after the SJW stuff again? Are you tired of it? I know some of you aren't because, hey, I watch those channels too, and I see you there. Hey, guys. So, your guys are the ones that watch, so I do take some advice. I mean, obviously.
I will say, if you're going to do something, stick with one thing. Don't do multiple things. Stick with. If you're going to be negative, be negative. Don't just do wishy-washy and just.
Well, no. What I'm talking about is I would do a story about what's going on that's bad, but at nighttime, what's trending, and then at nighttime we will talk about the good books. We will talk about why we love comics. It's called I Love Comics. And I don't want to have a channel called I Love Comics anymore that doesn't seem to like comics. I love talking about the Shield. I love tonight. I love tomorrow. Those are awesome to me.
And when you've got the word love in your channel name, being negative just doesn't work.
I have come up with some name changes. I came up with some stupid ass name changes that haven't affected yet, that VENKMAN is still freaking making fun of me on.
Come on, share them.
Oh, I actually thought about calling it What the Fuck Comics. Serious. At one point, I'm talking like, what the fuck? And then I was like, well, let's just call it What the Comics.
Do you know what the craziest thing is, though? And somebody took this, but the top 10. That's all it is. There's a YouTube channel there, top 10. Every single video is top 10 stuff.
So yeah, how about that? Top 10 comics. You know how many freaking that is one of our more popular shows. Top 10 is the top 10. You call it top 10 comics. We've got all sorts of topics out there.
Yeah, that one VENKMAN's on about. I've seen a few of the videos, and generally they're really badly researched.
Wait, what?
The top 10 list video channel VENKMAN's on about.
It's called Top 10 is the name of the thing, and they just do top 10 cringiest moments or top 10s. Comics got weird. Top 10.
How about top 10 times I timed out Evil Black Cat? You want to see number 1?
Go.
Come on.
I'll tell you what. Evil Black Cat. I'm going to take your wrench away just for 1 second. So maybe it'll be a lethargic.
He doesn't have one.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just think it's funny though, because like that is such a simple format, and you can, if you do comic books, people like that stuff. People like informational stuff.
Well, the thing is this is this kind of thing I was saying. If we find a niche for the channel for a little bit, just to see if we can't grow back the audience, grow back the watch time, change a little bit, grow the channel just a little bit, because it is a popular video. It's a popular live stream with this channel, because when we do the top 10s, everybody's got a voice in it. Really, I write it down, go make a video on the other channel, and it's kind of simpatico, or what do they call it, where your one book is advertising the movie of the same company. Synergetic or synergy or whatever they call that. But the thing is it counts. I make sure that if Ed puts in his top 10, Ed's voice counts, because I make sure that, I think one video I didn't put all of them in, and I felt bad about that. So at some point in time, even if your choice didn't make the top 10, it will be shown that you made a vote. That's
the other thing in these top 10 videos. They say at the end, like, if you what character is yours? If you see a character to make the list, for comments.
But the thing is I want to make sure that if you put your list in there, that it's not just in the comics. I want it to be in the video.
Yeah.
So that's why I do what I do over at Old Man Comics. So you guys, because then it's not just Englentine who is doing the top 10. It's I Love Comics. It's the people on the panel. It's the people in the comment section. To me, that's important.
Well, okay. Since it's called I Love Comics, your top 10 should be things you love about the comic books. You know, top 10 things I'm loving about comics.
I actually thought that might be a good way to do reviews. In all honesty, 10 reasons to love or hate Masters of the Universe. Like, if it's a good review, 10 reasons to love it, 10 reasons to hate it. So everything is still it's still a review versus just a regular list, but it's still in that format. What do you think?
My top 10 books right now I'm loving, you know?
Do you know what I find incredible about Masters of the Universe?
What?
It's a fiction title that has long outlasted the toys that it was created to sell.
Same as Transformers. Yeah. Except for Transformers still out there.
Twice.
How many times have you done videos about Germans bombing Pearl Harbor? That's true. That is true. Do CNN and Fox bring up the same topics? Asked Robert. That is true also. Yes, good point. Everything in comics, if you look at them, okay, I didn't see it.
It's Dark Ash thinks Kryptonians are ridiculous. I'll just put
you're right. If you think about it, everything.
Magic, especially magic. Magic is ridiculous.
Maybe Gail should make a channel called Wife of Englentine or Cooking with Gail. Those cooking channels do well. Honey, you want to show people how to open a box of stovetop stuffing? Yes.
Is this where we see an unopened can of peas?
Guys, Unfortunately, I am in trouble now. I have to go do penance. So I do apologize. I love you, honey.
I will remember you.
No, actually, there's a joke. I'm a simple guy. I really am.
We know you are.
Gail, when we first got together, Gail would cook these noodles with cheese and all sorts. It was a really good sauce, and I was eating. I said, "Yeah, let's have that again." So she did, and I really enjoyed it. She's a really good cook. I can cook like 3 things, and so I said, "Wow, you are a really good cook." She goes, "It's Hamburger Helper." Here I am. She opened a box. It's Hamburger Helper.
That's what I figured. Either it's gonna be that or noodles.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, she did. She made ramens with pork chops in it, spiced it up properly, and I thought she was a freaking cooking goddess. Are you kidding me?
That would be me. I'd be like going to noodles and like getting rid of the plastic, putting it in a dish. Here you go. I made this.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. This is something I will give Gail credit for up and down. The woman knows how to cook a steak. She is good at cooking meat.
And she shares?
I don't know. I've never had. I just watch it. It looks awesome. She won't let me eat the steak. On steak day, I have to just sit in the corner and be quiet.
We will black kid for every super chat over a certain amount. Gail throws water at E.
Okay, Gail, we got an offer. We have an offer. Apparently, they want to know if there's a super chat over a certain amount, will you throw water at me? No, that was a question, honey.
It's like a dunk tank.
Yeah, it's like a dunk tank. Yeah, what would the price be to get you to throw water at me for saying
or anything, you know?
Or anything? No, water's soft. Don't say anything.
Like, can we start off small with a golf ball, and then it goes up to like
a golf ball,
and then it goes up to like a stapler.
It doesn't matter. She already threw a golf ball. Those things hurt. Are you tired? Come on, man. She throws the bird at me.
It's for entertainment value.
She does throw the bird at.
You must please the audience.
Didn't I say an hour ago we weren't going to let this stream run an extra hour?
Yes, you did.
Didn't I mention a 45-minute goodbye about 20 minutes ago?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like literally on because I do 30-second. I thought you were exaggerating.
No.
And MK, yeah, you probably should throw water on him while he's wearing headphones.
Oh, RDV wants to murder you. No, he wants to convince my wife to murder me.
I'm pulling the Lex Luthor thing here. I'm not the one doing the murdering.
Did you say Lex Luthor or Lex Luger?
What?
Had Hamburger Helper in like 30 years. Me too, MK.
I said Lex Luthor. Luger's paralyzed. All right.
You haven't seen that robot chicken, have you? Where everybody's like getting Superman to rescue him, get him on video.
Oh my gosh. Glinzer is saying, I know someone who bought Hamburger Helper and was looking for meat in the box.
It's this kid. He's calling for Superman. He's strapped to this, what he says is a bomb. It just looks like junk from his parents' loft. Yeah, Lex Luger did this to me. Oh, Lex Luger, the wrestler. Well, I normally fight Lex Luthor. And Superman's faking that he can't get the bomb and it goes off, kills the kid. Then Lex Luger comes up and goes, I got you, Superman. Who's the man? Lex Luger is. Superman's just standing there with stuck on his
I have no idea who you guys are talking about. I don't know who's Lex Luger.
Chicken.
Legs Luthor? Is it Lex Luger or Lex Luthor?
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger.
The total package.
From WF.
Yep.
What about his package?
No, so that was
his name was the narcissist.
Well, before that though, he was the total package. That was his nickname because he was one of the he looked like he was sculpted from the finest steroids money could buy.
Oh, gotcha.
Just like Breen, the goodbyes of Ingleton stream just hangs on and on.
I guess. All right.
It's getting a little tense in here.
I'm timing him out.
You gotta break the timeout cherry somehow. There, sorry, evil black cat.
Yeah,
I feel like Evil Black Cat should be super chatting if he's gonna do this negative stuff.
Yeah. England team's
No,
Oh my
you
gosh.
should be super chatting to me.
If evil
Because
black
I'm
cat
like,
super
that's-
chatted every time he insulted, he would be broke. I wouldn't be complaining about views.
And I'd be looking for my cut.
You would get it, sir.
Yeah, from Evil Black Cat.
Well, I love comics. Wife throw water bombs at Englentine. How much would it take you to start hurling things at me? She says not much.
I'm surprised you got that.
Do they have nickel
One
super?
quarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they have
Yeah.
nickel super chats.
So, I was surprised to hear you have but to ask.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, this is good. We went to a little Mexican, a mom and pop's Mexican restaurant today, and Gail said this is it's a drink. It's apparently the breast milk of Mexican hookers. It's called horse shada, something like that.
Well, we're not monetized anyway. Who cares?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think the question is more, how much would it take England's wife? How much would he have to pay for England's wife to not throw things at him?
No, actually, Gail's beautiful. Are you kidding me? We do have a good relationship now, so let's not bring violence into it.
Yeah, you've learned to put on a safety helmet.
That is correct. Yeah, safety first. Yeah,
I'm ready, Gail.
except for condoms, we don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the way his left arm's
Hey,
twitching. He's
good
obviously
morning,
got a
but
right
wait,
shield plus
Paula's
it
here.
on.
God dang it, Eric. Horse
At least
shot
that's
of that
why
is
it's-
supposed to be really good. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've been saying it wrong. It's not whores, honey. It's horse. Yes, horse shada, not horse shada.
The horse China.
Yes, I miss it when Ash talks politics, but mostly talking about good comics more than pop. There we go. Good times. Well, yeah. No, it is actually pretty good. It's like a little cinnamon milk drink that diabetics should not be drinking. I suck. I'm gonna die. I'll be sitting there all like, what? I don't know what a diabetic coma looks like.
Your feet might go numb and just fall off.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You
That's
know,
not gonna happen. You know what?
and then you'll have to take the scooter to Disney.
Well, you just brought the whole place down. I don't know why you had to go there.
You might be able to skip in line though, if you're in a wheelchair, right?
No, they don't. They don't do that.
You don't get first dibs if you're in a wheelchair at
They don't-
Disney.
No, they don't do that anymore.
If you say your special needs,
No, too many
What?
teenagers rented wheelchairs and used as an excuse when they didn't need it. I'm not going to point fingers at anybody else, but I can tell you at least one person who did that.
Evil Black Cats. Oh, no.
The geezer.
Shaved his head and said he had.
Yeah. This is from my chemo. Here's my nope. Although at this age, I'm kind of looking like it could. So here's actually something I figured. They say this a lot. It's a joke, but you know how you really know you're getting older? So when people stop giving you dirty looks for parking in the handicap spot.
Especially when you're limping.
When nobody looks at you weird anymore, then it's like if you're a young man, you park in the handicap spot, people are like, sure.
Then you get out and you've got no legs.
When you're 50 and you step out of that car, they go, well, yeah, something's wrong. So,
You get on a bus and you have to insist to the two girls who've got up to give you their seat that you don't need it.
Yep. All righty, gang. I really am cutting it off here. So I know I kind of motioned towards there. I mean the show. All right. So thanks for hanging out with us tomorrow. If you like this shield, we are actually going to be doing, as you guys know, our horrible theater group. we're bad, but it's fun, and that's the most important. We are going to be doing the first appearance of the Shield way back in Pep Comics number 76, 26. No, that was Archie. Pep Comics something or other. So yeah, we'll be doing the original, the very first Shield comic. Should be a lot of fun because Golden Age books really are a lot of fun doing this. So join us tomorrow, 9 o'clock, fingers crossed. And of course, Saturday we have the auction. I guess I was holding up some stuff. I do have at least one of the sets here that's going to be in. Here's Rocket Man. We've got Cloak and Dagger. We've got other sets as well, and I've got a couple of big dogs. I was thinking about playing Mystery Big Dog again because I kind of think that's fun because they're both first appearances. And let's see, Sunday is going to be the Gabby Award, so make sure you get your votes in. If you haven't voted, Batman, you haven't voted, so go vote. Yeah, for the Gabby Awards, worst comics of the month. Make sure you put your votes in. And so, yeah, join us. That's going to be at 9 o'clock on Sunday, Eastern time, of course. And there you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Zach's saying, how about auction previews?
Give us previews of the well, I don't have the auction put together.
So they know exactly what you all have and stuff. No.
Ah, okay.
Because there are people who do save their money to see what your big dog is, you know, and there's people who might see it and they're like, well, I don't want the big dog, and they'll go for the little books.
Well, I just so happen to have the sets, but in all honesty, I don't have the auction together this time around. That last week I had it together damn near from get, but
I mean, you don't really have to show the books. You can just say, like, if there's Superman, you have Superman, you have Spider-Man, you have Spider-Man, you have Batman, you know.
Well, I'll find out. I honestly don't know.
Just list it in the community tab, which is what check for, you know.
I know a couple of people out there are into variant covers and such like that, and I managed to get one in the in a collection. It was just recent. Let me see if I can find it. In Hyuk, what is his name? Hyuk Lee apparently did an X Factor comic cover recently, and it was Mystique. I showed it a little bit, but it's a Mystique cover. It's issue number 20. She's got her face down on a copy machine, but all other superheroes.
Oh, yes.
It's a really beautiful cover. So I've got those two as well. But yeah, please, by all means, check that out. Be here at 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, England Teen Standard Time. So as well, but yeah, it should be a good time. You should mail really crappy trophies to the winners of the Gabbies.
Do you think
you might get arrested?
I might.
I think Reed Richards could actually hypnotize Mystique into thinking she's a cow.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, gang, once again, thanks for hanging out with us. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.